Hello friends. So most of the time in outpatient coding, NCCI edits plays very important role. These edits will be used by the coders who are working in emergency department, same day surgery, denials coding, anesthesia, as well as E&M. So basically, if you know these NCCI edits perfectly, you will code any type of chat correctly. So that is the value of these NCCI edits. So this session will be useful for the coders who are trying to enter into medical coding and the coders already working in medical coding and it will become a refreshers and the coders who are planning to write CPC certification exam. If you understand these edits, you can write or you can code any type chart any easily. And this topic is very important for interviews also. So in this session, we are going to learn what are NCCI edits, what are the types of NCCI edits using few example scenarios, and also we are going to see Excel sheets which are related to these edits. So if you are visiting for the first time, please click on subscribe button to receive future updates. If you want to understand these NCCI edits, please watch this video until the end. So today our topic is CPT NCCI edits. So these NCCI edits includes PTP edits, MUE edits, MAI edits and AOCs. So always my intention is to share knowledge, gain knowledge. So if anyone looking in jobs in India, USA, UAE, you can join in our WhatsApp group. So our group link is mentioned in the description of this video. And also if you are planning to visit or looking for free APC CU webinars, please join in our WhatsApp groups where we will regularly post free webinar links. So what are NCCI edits? So the full form of NCCI edits is National Correct Coding Initiative Bundling Edits. So these edits we will use for both Medicare as well as Medicaid. Most of the time we will use these NCCI edits for Medicare Part B claims. So if you see as a definition wise, so NCCI edits are the edits which will prevent inappropriate payment when incorrect code combinations are reported. So this is the definition. So these NCCI edits will prevent the inappropriate payment when incorrect code combinations are reported. So in order to understand these NCCI edits, you need to understand the code description. And also here you need to understand which is major procedure, which is minor procedure, or otherwise you can call it as column 1 code as well as column 2 code. So we are having three types of NCCI edits: procedure to procedure edits, medically unlikely edits, as well as add-on code edits. First we will learn about procedure to procedure edits. In procedure to procedure edits, we are having two types of edits. So first one is hospital PTP edits as well as next one is practitioner PTP edits. So this is the chart for PTP edits. So before going to understand this chart or Excel, we need to understand these columns. So this is the column 1. So column 1 is major procedure. Okay. So column 2 is minor procedure. And this C consists of existence prior to 1996. So column D is effective date. So when did this edit started? And column E is for deletion date. So when did this column is edit is deleted? And this is very important, modifier. So how do you use modifier here? So if the code combination contains 0, so we can't append any type of modifier. Okay. So if the code combination contains 1, we can append the modifier and we can bypass the edit. And if the code combination consists of 9, so that edit is deleted. So this combination is not applicable. So this modifier is not applicable here. And here we are having PTP edit rationale. So basically here they are going to tell how did they created these edits. Okay. So for example, if you see here CPT manual or CPC CMS manual coding instructions. So they are telling that we have created this edit based on CPT manual or CMS manual coding instruction. So if we see all these codes, where this is the major procedure, this is the minor procedure. Okay. So if we see all are having 0. So 0 means here they are telling that you can't code column 2 code along with column 1 code, or you can't code minor procedure along with major procedure. So 0 means you can't bypass this edit. So next one is 1. Okay. So 1 means basically here you can bypass the edit using the modifier. So these modifier which we are going to learn soon. So here if you see we are having the 9 in the F column. So here they are telling that, so here there is no edit between major procedure and minor procedure. So without any doubt you can code both major procedure as well as the minor procedure if you are having this combination code. And as we have discussed, these are the reasons for these edits. So mutually exclusive procedures. So we can't code this one minor procedure with major procedure. So CPT manual or CPT manual coding instruction. So this combination is created based on CPT manual. So next one is misuse of column 2 code with column 1 code. So as we have discussed, column 2 code is minor procedure, column 1 code is major procedure. So here they are telling that if you use column 2 code with column 1 code, this is misuse. So these are the modifiers we can use in order to bypass those PTP edits. So we will use anatomic modifiers like E2, E4 and FA, and finger modifiers, toe modifiers, and laterality modifiers like LT, RT, LC, LD, RC, LM, and RI. So next we can use global surgery modifiers. So 24, 25, 57, 58, 78, 79. So what other modifiers we can use here? 27, 59, 91, XE, XS, XP, and XU. So whenever you want to code minor procedure with major procedure, you need to check the your encoder edits. But in one scenario, you can code minor procedure as well as major procedure if the patient performs these two procedures in the different anatomical areas. So that time you can bypass the combination code edit with XS or 59 modifier based on your client guidelines. So next we need to understand medically unlikely edits. Otherwise you can call them as MUEs. So MUEs are rules that define the maximum number of units of service that a provider can report for a single procedure code on a single date of service. So basically here they are telling that, so if you want to code a procedure, it will have MUE value. MUE value means, so maximum number of codes you can code for that particular procedure in same session to the same patient by the same physician. So for example, we are having appendectomy. So an appendectomy has an MUE of 1 because a patient only has one appendix, correct? So if you check the MUE table, appendectomy code is having the MUE of 1. So 1 means you can code only one time. So if you code 2 times, you will get the edit. So that time you need to remove one edit or one code. Next, we are having MAI indicator or MUE adjudication indicators, MAI. So basically we are having three different types of MUEs. Okay. So each with an MAI indicator. So this is the MUE table. Okay. So if you see here one, so means you can code this code only once per session. And what is MAI1? So a claim line edit that denies a claim if the units of service exceeded MUE. For example, if you want to code one procedure, so it is having MUE value is only 4 units. So in the first line, so if you want to code 6 units, so its MUE value is 4 units, but based on the scenario, you want to code 6 units. So as its MUE value is 4, you can't code 6 values in the same line. So for remaining first line, you can code 4 units. In the second line, you can code 2 units. So if you code 6 units in the same line you will get MAI1. So you will get this edit. So that time if you get a claim line edit, you need to code the extra procedures on the second line. And we are having MAI2. So an absolute date of service edit that denies a claim if the UIS is exceeded the MUE. So UIS means here unit of service exceed the MUE. So these denials are not appealable. So if you are want to code again 6 codes but for that procedure we are having MUE value is only 4, but you want to code 6 services. So if the your code is consists of MAI up to, you can't appeal. So you can't do anything, you can't appeal. So you need to must and should you need to code only 4 codes here. So we are having MAI 3. So basically MAI 2 and MAI 3 are same. Only one difference is MAI 2 based on policy you can't appeal. So if you want to, if your code is having MAI 3, you can appeal. So based on the medical necessity. If in the documentation, if the medical necessity is there, you can appeal. So if you see here, these are 2, 3, 2 like this. So 3 means you can appeal. So date of service edit clinical. So based on the CMS policy as well as clinical indication as well as medical necessity, you can appeal this type of MUE or MAI edit. So for example, MAI is having that 2, you can't appeal this one. Okay, so always you need to check the code descriptions. So next we are having add-on code edits. So add-on code edits permit the reporting of significant supplemental services commonly performed in condition addition to the primary procedure. So most of the time add-on code edits will occur whenever you want to code add-on code along with the primary procedure. So here also we are having 3 types of edit: type 1, type 2 and type 3. So type 1 means limited number of identifiable primary procedure codes. So for that particular add-on codes, we are having only limited number of primary codes. So type 2 means no specific list of primary procedure codes. So you can use here your add-on code anywhere along with other procedures. So if the code is having the type 2 add-on edit, you don't need to worry. So you can use that add-on code to any type of primary procedure. Next we are having type 3. So it has some but not all specific primary procedure codes identified in the CPT manual. So if the code is having type 3 add-on edit, you need to use that add-on code along with the specified primary procedure only. So this is the add-on code edits. See here AOC add-on code edit type 2 here. Here we are having 1. So like that you will have 3 also. So next one is add-on code. So this is the add-on code. So this is the primary code. So this is the add-on code edit effective date. This one is deletion date. I hope all of you guys are able to understand this session. So if you are having any doubt, please mention in the comment section. Thanks for visiting our channel. Please like, comment and subscribe and also share maximum. If anyone looking for same day surgery training, please message at 707-526-3939.